New camera angle today. Hi. Um, I am messing with some different ideas because I was having trouble with my laptop, like, sitting in a way that made sense. Um, okay, good. Everything's locked in. And it was... I've been getting really annoyed because whenever I want to see chat, I feel like I've had to, like, look and everything. So hopefully this will be okay. I'll adjust it if I need to. It's just a different angle. But anyway, let us continue. So we're in our family home, in our family's home, and I have everybody here is healthy. That's good. And I think whenever I looked the other day, yeah, there's only the one that's critical, and they're going to be because of everything going on over there. But if I have time, I'll try and go over and check on them. Everybody else is serious. As long as it doesn't drop below critical, we're good. Okay. Okay, so we're tracking that one right now. Emily is missing, so that's why I've called this investigation time. Or at least on Twitch I did. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's hard to tell what the hell I'll name it. So I kind of want to do that because I learned the hard way, actually, before Chimera. Actually, let's go this way. Ooh, you're... What the heck? Oh my gosh, so much is happening. I'm gonna die within the first, like, 5 seconds. What the hell? Oh, she's actually got, like, a powder about her. Oh my gosh. I need to... There we go. Thank you. Wow, that was a weird character. Opium. Nice. Quarantine. Keep out of this area by word of the health officer. Where am I? Okay, no, I'm not near where I need to be. I just wanted to see. So I'm hearing somebody yelling. But I have no idea where. Have you lost your mind? What do you want from me? Must be that person. See if I can find them.
How dare you interfere with my...
Oh my gosh, what? I wasn't expecting you. Oh my gosh, get off of me. Yeah, I'm here, but I'm dealing with this jerk. Oh, okay. Love whenever... There we go. Come on, need to go down. Oh, come on. Get off me, get off me. Can't see what I'm doing. Thank you. Gosh, these guys suck. Yeah, hang on. Listen, I am struggling as much as you are. Okay. Oh. Hi. You seem fine now.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer?
Oh, it must have been that guy I just killed.
He's as vicious as he is strong.
You don't have to worry about him anymore. What happened here?
I am Tadao Kimura. I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life. You have all my gratitude, Dr. Reed.
What is going on with this
Since
like
it
piece
is
of
the
hair?
most precious thing I possess.
Goodbye, Mr.
Glad to
Kimura.
have helped you.
Take care.
It must have been that guy I was fighting. I was like, why am I fighting? Who am I fighting? How am I fighting? Heresy of the pure blood. Pure blood. We know the expression. We heard it in the foul mouths of the foreign barbarians. Used it sometimes ourselves. But do we really know what that means? A vampire born from an immortal belly. What a disgusting idea. How would such a creature find its place among the living? What would be its purpose? Ours is clear, gentlemen. Ascalon is here to protect the Empire and all its citizens. We are the protectors and shepherds. Even when sometimes sacrifice a sheep for our sustenance, whoever be found guilty of succumbing to the desire of breeding immortal child shall be eradicated. Yes, okay. I always worry that my volume's been turned off somehow. Okay. Alrighty. Any other goodies in this place? I don't think I can really talk to him about anything. Usually whenever they're still in, like, the place that I found them, they won't talk to you.
Are you sure you'll manage to reach the West End by yourself, Mr. Kimura?
Yes, I'm perfectly capable of defending myself when not ambushed by insane cultists.
Okay, yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
Okay, so we've met a new friend. So yeah, it must have been this guy. Jerk. You fell on your own sword. What is this? I wanted to read it. It won't even let me read it. There we go. Oh yeah, it's just all the same things. Don't go into crowds, take meal, go to bed, sit for a doctor. All the stuff we are very aware of. I don't need to be over here. I am going in the exact opposite direction of... Why is that not tracking anymore? Oh, because it tracked that. Okay. Yeah, I want to go back the other way. Okay. Oh, this is just out back of my own house. I'd say I can probably not be able to go around this way. Never mind. Okay, can I get back in the house this way? Yes. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, we know Reed's mansion is fine. It's interesting that it's its own... Are you just talking to me? Okay. I'm not talking to you, but cool, whatever. Okay, so I want to go this way. And go check on her friend. What you doing there, buddy? Maybe I don't want to know. So I need to actually go down this way. Oh, I can go in this house? Just out of curiosity.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan.
Okay. Okay, what kind of... Oh, there you
At
are,
least
sorry.
you survived the...
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
Yeah, I picked that up. Acquired, life in London.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
It's interesting that, like, all the characters have the same, motions programmed in, because I've noticed they all do the same things when you're talking to them. Like, they kind of move restlessly and stuff like that, which is fine. It's just a little lazy, considering how sometimes unstable this game is with, like, the saving and stuff like that. But anyway,
Have you
I
noticed
digress.
anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences for your sister.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden, and I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but you know, it's been so quick. And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Why is my return so surprising?
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
Okay.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
Okay, can't...
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
The McPhersons. I heard they locked themselves in their own house.
They could just be afraid of getting sick.
Perhaps you're right. But if I were you, I'd pay them a visit. A big house, reachable through a courtyard, to the north of the railway bridge.
So I have heard. Okay.
Goodbye for now.
But first I'm going to raid your house.
At least you survived the Great War. I feared the worst.
Well, I appreciate your concern, but we clearly are fine. If you want to call being a vampire, fine. What's sad is that, like, he did survive the war, and then he came home only to be basically murdered. Okay, that's
I
to go.
remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son. They were such a wonderful family.
I love how she's talking to me and I'm nowhere near her even. Don't mind me, I'm just raiding your house. That probably goes outside. That's locked. Ooh, pretty clawfoot tub. Okay, get some stuff in there. Yeah, this just goes outside. Interesting how the house just... Oh. I will also take all that. The Lost Library, new collectible. Do vampires have allies among the living? Yes, they do. Something about the Brotherhood, and they serve their immortal masters in many ways for the privileges and knowledge. Somewhere in London is the seat of their power, where their secret council conspire against us. I call it the Lost Library. It is a place where these traders gather many occult and lost books. I personally offer £1,000 to the first who can give me the proof of the existence of this library and its exact location. Clarence Crossley. For more information, please contact me directly. Did that give me any, hints? Alright, did I raid your house enough? Kinda looks like it. The only one I can't get into is that locked chest, and I imagine in order to get into a lot of those things, you probably have to kill the people. And I'm not about that life. Other than bad people, and when I need extra power. Okay. Alright, we have accomplished that. So I need to go down here and around this way. I guess maybe I should have... Wait. Maybe I should have gone outside. Or inside. Because it's upstairs? Yeah, I do. I need to go out onto that porch. Okay. That's why. Sorry, Venus. I'm going to need you to let me in your house again.
Hello, Venus.
Hello, Jonathan. Please, come in. At least you survived the Great War.
Okay, you don't have to
I
talk.
feared the worst.
Okay, there we go. Now we can get in.
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in.
Now that's unfortunate. My dear Jacques, I can't wait to see you again. Tonight? Tomorrow? I can hardly wait. Since we kissed on that bridge while the moon was so bright in the night sky, I want to feel your teeth again on my lips. Oh, the excruciating pain of your sweet bite on my neck, you devil, you. For the longest second ever, I feared you were going to kill me right there on the bridge in the middle of the night. But no, my dear Jacques. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. You remained the delicate fiancé I know you are. And you were only teasing me. I can't wait to drink your blood for good this time, and come back to my sweet friend Charlotte as an immortal. To play with her a little, first, of course, like you taught me how to play with mortals, and then I'll turn her into one of us too, and we'll rule the nights of London and cleanse the city of its impure souls. Faithfully always, Emily.
Emily wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong.
Clearly.
Someone is responsible for this mess. But who?
Search. Emily is missing. Search the room. Oh, blood. Blood on the bed.
Blood. I should follow the trail.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Down there, okay. Whee! There goes my ankles. My glankles. This way. This door has been unlocked. Well, good. Oop. I will take whatever's in that box. North Dock. Critical status. Oh man, I know where I'm at. I have problems every time I come here, too. Blinker, scowl. I'm gonna take care of your happy butt. baby. You actually get to see some actual real gameplay. I am following... Oh, there he is. You killed her, didn't you?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm here to solve the mystery concerning the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
Yeah, obviously. You know what,
And who exactly are you?
ask you your questions.
Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond, the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your service, my dear cousin.
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
Dear cousin, are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to
My
consider
dear.
all Echoes as family.
It's weird.
Don't you?
Not really. A lot of
What
them
are
have been
you
attacking me
doing
here
here?
I
lately.
recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate yet intense spectacle.
Aren't you lovely?
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have fun. Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal who bought a ticket to the fair.
Aren't you lovely?
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman.
Oh, I know.
Yes,
I love
the
his
meeting
voice.
turned
I love listening to
messy.
him talk.
I'm afraid I ruined my last wedding good.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the unlocked option, because typically this is like what would only be there if I hadn't asked certain questions, but...
I believe you, sir. Emily's diary
Oh,
confirms
that's why.
your statement.
Okay.
Oh, Emily was her name. Quite charming. Well, mystery solved then.
Yes, I suppose so.
Wow, what a
You
jerk.
can go.
And so can you. Farewell, sir. May you enjoy the spectacle of this fallen city as much as I do.
Why are you... Okay, you're just gonna sit there and, like, look her over. Report back to Charlotte about her missing friend. Yep, sorry, Charlotte. Looks like your friend... died. Ooh, a good handle part. 3 of them. Awesome. Is there any other... Oh, hello. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Alright. Yeah. That was... Okay. Ooh, bullets. Even though I'm not using a regular gun like that. Is that shiny? Okay. Alright, yeah, let's just head back to Charlotte and report to her what I have learned. Hello. That's probably out that way. I'm not in the mood to tangle with anybody at the moment. Ooh.
It could be someone you know.
Warning leaflet.
Even someone you...
West Enders must unite. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them control you. They are amongst us. They lust after your soul. Vampires are real. Defend your community. This public warning leaflet has been financed and distributed by Mr. C. Crossley. For more information, please contact him directly and attend his next public lecture. Oh no. Clarence, please. We're going to talk.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
I have noticed.
Tell me what you have discovered about vampires, Clarence.
They've always been here. And if you search for long enough, you realize others know about these devils too. I'm not alone.
Have you shared your research with anybody else?
No. But I've published my leaflets all across the city, hoping that someday someone will realize I'm printing the truth.
What do you mean you're not alone? Who have you met?
The Guard of Prewin, the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, Ichabod Throgmorton.
Ah.
Those names always pop up when you dig deep enough.
Have you spoken with any of them?
No. With the quarantine, it's almost impossible to leave the West End. But as a doctor, maybe you could, Johnny.
Are you asking me to help you prove the existence of vampires, Clarence?
Yes, Johnny. Please, gather all the information you can find about vampires and bring it to me. The only friend I have left. I need you.
They are among us. New investigation. Joy. Was there any other things? Aha.
Clarence, why have you distributed leaflets about vampires all across the West End?
I have to warn everybody about them. They've killed thousands of people already, unnoticed thanks to the epidemic. We are all in danger here.
Vampires in London? Come on, Clarence. Who's going to believe that?
I'm not mad, Jonathan. You have to believe me. I know they are real. They're all around us, even as we speak.
You're in pain and need help. You need to shut up. I believe you. Let's humor him, because if we do the other two, I feel like that'll make him not talk to us anymore. And
Clarence, you've always been a reliable and a good friend to me. If you say you saw a vampire, then I believe you.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you for your trust. You don't know what that means to me.
It's all right. But if you want my help, you have to explain exactly what happened.
The first time it was in Rouen. I saw an officer drink the blood of a soldier. I saw its teeth. Saw it bite. It was a vampire, Johnny, and they're here too.
interesting. Yes. So I picked the right thing.
Clarence, tell me about the vampire you saw in France.
I was enjoying my leave in Rouen. I left the bar, took a shortcut back to the barracks. I saw it in a back alley. An officer in a stained uniform, biting into a soldier's neck.
Did you ever see that officer again?
No. He wore the uniform of the Royal Warwickshire Regiment. I did some research, but found no trace of him. He probably stole it from a previous victim.
Very possible.
But you were drunk, weren't you? Are you sure these two men were not just kissing?
Please don't insult me, Johnny. I hid, and I saw him leave. Then I saw the body, drained of all blood. I've seen the same marks here in London since I've returned.
Okay. Is there any other about your... Nope, okay.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Alright. Well, we've gotten some information from him. So he probably did absolutely see a real vampire, considering, we know they're real.
Women die too in this war.
Okay, Charlotte, I need to talk to you.
Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Alright.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? To become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood.
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Charlotte's steak. Okay. I think I've already asked her everything.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Okay. Good talking to you. Sorry about your friend. But yeah, you shouldn't have said anything to her about that. I know, I'm very nice. Okay. So, find the heresy of the pure blood, find the antique figure. Okay, so I've already found those. So find the fertile is the belly of the beast, find the violence of Volcoids. That's interesting. So I think that's like, oh, about the, yeah, collectibles. Surprise for the London Sloan Gourmet. Yeah. Can I... Oh. Well, that requires me going to a bunch of different places, so I'll leave it there. But let's go ahead and go investigate these houses that quite likely have a vampire situation. What's this? I don't know. Okay, so I want to go down this way and this way, yes.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for? It's locked, all right.
So how do I get into it? Oh, that way. Okay. Meaning I'm probably going to have to deal with some scowls and hunters on the way there. That's just how life works. Okay. Ill-formed, dazzled scowl. Oh, that's why they're poisonous. Interesting. Oh my gosh, there's a werewolf thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. There we go. There we go. Okay. Not too bad. I've gotten the hang of taking care of those guys. For the most part. Can I jump up here? I sure can. Okay. So yes, this is where I want to be. This looks bad. Looks like something happened here and nothing good. Alright, any other things I can pick up while I'm in here? Rogue Scowl. If you're the only thing I gotta deal with, then that's fine. Oop, I got another one of those ill forms in that one there. Alright, let's just take care of him. Ew, okay. Ew, she's like a thing from Left 4 Dead, where they like, oh, I don't like how these guys can poison me. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. Don't kill me. I need to heal really quick. Okay, and then I just need to take care of this guy. Okay. Basically, it's poison. Poison cloud. Yeah, but basically, yes, a fart cloud. Okay, cleanse the second source of infection. Oh, is this... I don't think I'm done here. I mean, I can at least find items and stuff. I need to heal again. Admit it, you cheat. Still your tongue, wife. Oh, you guys are probably bad. You infected the whole family. I said leave the house. Oh, before I get up here.
Go back to your hole. Fucking convenient.
Priscilla and you both were strong. Okay. Oh no, you guys are considered bosses and I gotta take care of both of you. Oh, and she's one of those. Oh, come on, get away from me, poisonous jerks. Oh my gosh. Come on. I need to... Oh my gosh, these guys. It's hard to deal with two of them. Okay. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, no, I thought I had it. Gosh, come on. Today would be good. Come on. If I can get rid of one of them, I'll be good. Oh, didn't mean to step in it. There we go. Okay. Now she... Get off me. Not strong against... But she does that stupid fart cloud. Okay, we're still good, we're still good. Barrier is definitely helping. There we go.
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Good chance. Now I'm gonna take all your stuff. Thank you. Ooh. Darling, thank you for the precious perfume and the fur coat. I can't wait to feel it on my on my shivering skin. For only you, my hero, can make me feel that desired. Thank you, babe. Please come back to me soon, for I am dying to press my timid bosom to your chest again. Yes, my beloved, my precious, come back to me, and I promise you a night of eternal and unbridled passion. Right now, I'm wearing nothing but your last gifts. Oh my. Oh yes, I'm burning for you, and blah, 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 blah.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Interesting. Ooh, I got some more good handle parts. That means I can upgrade my weapon. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I want to reload. I love wasting my ammo. Did I get everything? Seems like it. Okay. Nothing up here. Ooh, there are some stuff. Remarkable pump action shotgun. Ooh, I'll have to see if that's any better than what I'm already using. So apparently she found his wife found a letter from his ex-lover. Naughty, naughty. Okay. That should be everything. Ooh, I found some rats, but I don't need your guys' blood, actually. I have... doing pretty good on my current one. Oh, hello. And I'm gonna get a good bite out of you. Aha! Oh, that's lovely. I forgot that those ones blow up like that. So happy. Whatever. Okay. I don't like those ones. And we unlock this side now. Might be a good idea for me to go back to my room and do some upgrading, since I've just found a bunch of nice parts. Home again. Okay. And here we go. Okay. Oh, I wanted to check out that remarkable pump out. Ooh. So, that is an up. What is my current one? So my current one is this, and it gets 422 damage. So, if this is already unlocked all the way to that. Oh, okay, sweet. It's already like unlocked all the way to that. Very nice. So I can do decreased reloading time. Let's do that one first. Increase damage dealt by 10%. Let's do that. Okay, so I can do improve firepower. Or switch to fire damage, best used. Nope, I like... yeah. That. And then we can upgrade to that. Nice. Solid metal gear is what I just got a thing for. I don't have any rivets. I don't know how to get those either, so... I'm assuming I can't get it at the moment. But I would definitely need to switch over from that one from my Lupara, or however you say it. Okay. Oh, I got this too. Because I'm currently using what? Or no. Oh yeah, no, this is the one I've been using. Okay. So it did that, and now I can do this. And it'll go up to 220 damage, which is awesome. And I don't have enough aluminum parts, though I think I could buy them, honestly. Ooh. Let's break down this. A small bag of junk. High resale value. I have 2 though, so I could probably... let's see. Ink pen, good resale value. Ooh, this has rivets. Great resale value. And I can sell those too. I'm gonna do that because the rivets sound intriguing. What is it I needed to... aluminum parts. Okay. So I need 2 more rivets and aluminum parts. What did this break down into? Only 3. And I needed... how many? 5. So now I think I'd be better off selling it. Or maybe I... wait, how many does that give me? So, oh, okay, wait. So I can sell 2. There we go. Okay, babe. No problem. And I can... now I can do this. I'm going to do the damage. I think that will be the best thing for me. Okay. Now. Light regeneration. I need sturdy blood samples for that. That's still good. Okay. I will still be here, babe. Light stamina. Ooh, I can make a couple. No, I have 4. Of those. Okay. And I'll wait to make some of those medications whenever. Nice. Now we have a fully upgraded hacksaw. And we've got an even better... Oh, in order to do that, though, I need to change, and it needs to be this baby. Yes. Perfect. Which reminds me, I need to go get some more bullets real quick. Awesome. I'll go down here to the shop, dude. Can I trade with you?
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Okay. So I am going to sell a few things. I will hang on to that. I'm going to sell this. Oh, it says high resale value and it's only 16. And we'll sell that. And we'll sell the 2 bracelets. But I will sell the forks. Okay. Now, is there anything I can buy from you that will do me any good here? I forgot I sold a bunch of grease to this guy. Don't need any good handle parts now. Spile. Nah. Okay. Okay, now we've got even better weapons. So let's... Okay, so it's back here. Not too hard to get to. Okay. We'll go down this way. Got a funny feeling this is where bad people are at. Maybe? Oh no, I needed to go down the Sprigs way. There we go.
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Chapel. Lovely. Nice.
It's done for him.
Ooh, he's strong in that case. Gotcha. What was I mean, I didn't learn anything. Oh, it's because I got more to kill. Okay, so got you guys down there. We should be good.
Die, vermin! I'll kill it!
Ooh, ow. Oh, for love of Pete. Awesome.
I cannot enter.
door open from this side. I guess I gotta go inside the building. Somewhere. I don't know how to get over there, actually. Because I'm... No, I will be going inside there. Okay. I imagine I'm probably going to be dealing with more people in here. Another mini boss situation. Thick rich blood sample. Ooh. Grease, perfume bottle. Oh my, yeah. Definitely gonna be dealing with something in a second. I was gonna say, no blood in here. Oh wait, there isn't any blood in here. It's in the other room. Man, I'm getting lots of stuff. I like. Anything else in here? Doesn't really seem like it. Oh my, okay.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out.
Ooh.
He was a victim of brutal torture.
Oh my, okay. That explains all the blood. Some money. Okay. I'm gonna assume my friends are probably downstairs. As in friends, I mean whoever I gotta fight.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Yeah, they're gonna be in there. I think. Yep. Alright, looks like we're good to go though. Oh. Hello. Oh. It's gonna be...
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No! I was
Ew.
done pretending! Doris told me I could have been a great actress!
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent!
Okay. Go ahead and start you out with a nice little neck. Yeah, you're not gonna be that bad. I think I was supposed to come and get you first, to be honest. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, so annoying. Yeah, I see that. I see the noxious fumes. Come on, go away. There we go. Yeah, I think I was supposed to come get her first. Because she was clearly a lot easier. Oh, there it is. Dear Elsa, it was with greatest joy that I confirmed this letter of your acceptance as a private something into my acting school. The little scene you had the kindness to perform for me last week convinced me that you have what it takes to be a real actress. Wit, stature, and courage. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. As a private student, as a private student, you'll receive my personal training coaching during these intense sessions. You'll be invited to stay at school, since I strongly believe in total immersion to expose the full potential of my students. So please remember to bring night attire and everything you may need to spend a week at my school. Yours sincerely, Doris Fletcher.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
And that's who that guy was sleeping with, wasn't it? Yep. Makes sense. Well, at least she wasn't that difficult. That takes me back in the main room. Or in the hallway, I guess, is what I would rather say. Can't go in there. I'll have that.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Yup. Makes sense. It's a very weird plant growing in the middle of nowhere. Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna have to heal every few seconds now. Okay. So where is the acting school? Oh, it's over the way over there. Okay. Well, I was in the general vicinity then of looking for things. Ooh, new dialogue available for her and Swansea. Okay, so since this is an option now, Temple Garden Stable. A little confused on how I do this one. Okay, we got some people down that way. Oh, hello.
This is no place for a gentleman! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
You could not. Who? Oh, it's you. Okay. Well, let me get your buddy over here. That's all first. Alright. I have no idea if I'm even still in the area. I need to be in for this mission. Oh, another one of those. Okay. I mean, I've more or less figured them out at this point. Get away, get away, get away. Alright. I am going completely completely out of the area that I need for that. So, yeah, take this back in. Go back up here, make sure I didn't miss anything up here in this top area. And I'll take care of this guy.
Leech spotted! Watch out! There's one of them vermin!
Oh, there he is. Okay. Good, neither one of you are strong against.
Stupid!
Easily get overwhelmed though. Alright. Okay.
It's locked.
Hide more clothing. Are any of these restaurants by chance?
I cannot enter.
Well, this is a chocolate place. Maybe I can't get in here yet? I may not be able to complete this current mission until later, but I'm not sure, so... that takes me out of it, so it must be one of these areas back here. But I don't... Oh! How do I even get up there? Huh. I don't even know how to get up there, so... Oh, it's right there. Like C-Try. Yep, okay, you're it. I love how I was like fighting people down below and they were just chilling up here with their guns, but you know, I'm not gonna complain. I appreciate them not killing me. Okay. Okay, Rogue Scowl downstairs. And again, these guys aren't even doing half a job because the people they need to get are the ones down here. Ow!
More Braille.
Ooh, okay.
I should bring this to Mason Swanborough.
Yes. So that's the purpose of this building. I'll have that. Sorry, I just kind of stole from your till, but I feel like you're not going to care. And that door's been unlocked. Okay, so then we can go back around here and... really unfortunate that most of the people are, like, dead in these situations. I just now saw that I have this. Handprint? I would have thought that this is the building. So, bad reflection right there. Oh, wait. Good double-barreled. I feel like this is the building I should be in for this mission. Because it is a restaurant. Ooh. What's this? Oh, it's just a sign. Oh, wait, here we go.
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
Huh. Today's menu entrees, guess what? Mystery plate, exquisite flavors, main courses, tasteful surprise, wonderful savors, refined curiosity, desserts, sweet mystery, hot and cold surprise, palate revolution. Forewarning, all our customers are blindfolded before sitting at their table. They are invited to use all their senses to enjoy meals except their sight. Cool, okay. So we did find one. And now I need to go tell him about it. It is very different. Where am I at? Ah, I see. Yeah, I don't really need to go through there. This way is just fine. Doesn't make my trek any shorter. So, I'm looking for like a menu board, not just anything like laying around.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
What?
I have found a restaurant that could satisfy you, Mr. Russell. The most intriguing and exotic restaurant in London.
Really? You have piqued my interest. Where is it?
It's a place where you eat in complete darkness and try to identify your meal without anything but your palate.
My, oh my, how interesting. It could even be fun to eat a little poisson et frite that way. Oh, thank you, Dr. Reed.
Poison?
Please, have this for your research.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Oh, I just needed to find the one. Interesting. Okay. So that's done. And then his stuff is just to find items. Is there any, like, does it tell you where any of it is? No. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll go... Yeah, we'll go down and talk to, Lady Ashbury, and then we'll go deal with Doris. Am I pointed in that? No. I mean, I can't go that way, but I'm not going to.
Women of all countries unite!
Hopefully me telling him a specific restaurant isn't going to get him killed another night. Because that would really suck. Ah, yes, this does unlock it. Sweet. Makes my life way easier then. Alright, let's go in here and talk to Our Lady. She in here, or nope, she's upstairs. Well, Charlotte was right. I did see you first.
Good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of skull. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Scowls come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
How is your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the Guard of Prewan.
No. I intend to ask a few questions.
Hi, babe.
In parts of town I rarely venture into.
You had to find out.
Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be
Yeah,
seen.
I'm nobody to ask about Fallout. I know about as much about it as probably what you do at this point.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
Is it a painting of me?
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan.
She is.
It will be my gift to you.
I thank you.
If I ever have time to finish it.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
Ah, goodbye, my fiery redhead. I shall return to you. Also, sorry about, like, taking everything from your house, but I needed things. How dare you? That is my beloved. My Lady Ashbury. My red-headed queen. But yes, he does have a fabulous voice. I want him to read me bedtime stories. Okay, so I guess I could go through this park and just go up that way. I'm going to run into something. And then... What is the... How bad are they doing over there in the docks? They could last another night, maybe. Okay. I hope they don't go into critical. If they do, it's my own fault because I decided... Oh, hi. You're a Volcoid. Something that I don't want to tangle with. But I will anyway. For the sake of trying. What level are you? You're only 24. Oh, and you don't have any weakness, or you have no resistances to this. Aha, okay. He's not that bad. I hear them shooting at somebody else, though. I thought he was going to be really awful, like Fergal, but I guess Fergal was like a particular breed of his toe. Okay, I'm just going in here. I can't.
It's locked.
Great. How do I get in here? Probably behind it. For... Oh, sweet, you guys don't have any. Stop burning me. Thank you. Okay. So how do I get into this building? Map. Oh, it just has a... Okay, maybe I can go in that way? Wait, which way am I pointing? So back up the street. And down that alleyway. Maybe. Find access into a theater. I am doing that objective. Oh, hi. Oh, okay. So, probably need... Oh, hi. How are you doing? Nope, I won't stop. Ooh, you're gonna be a pain in my butt, aren't you? Nope, I'm gonna do that. I will take that, and that. Any other goodies around here? This is where I was earlier in the game for a brief moment in time. Ah, okay.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
Wait, how? Oh, that way. That's how. That's not an open window. That's a door. Says stable. Suicide note. Oh my. Okay, I can't stand the pain anymore. It's like my entire body is breaking. Something infected me for days now. She keeps hiding in her room. Written notes and only rehearsing at night. I witnessed one of her so-called rehearsals. She walks on stage, angry and hateful, spitting and whining about her fading beauty. The bitch is infected, rotten to the core, and she plans to infect everyone in this place, and then everyone in London. Her next play is not before December, and at this time, all the theater's employees will be her obedient minions, forced to serve her evil machinations. I'm sure she's found a way to corrupt our food or the water since we all started to get ill and change after the meal she arranged for us last Monday. I want whoever finds this note to know that I only killed myself to escape the living hell that this place has become. May God have mercy on me and my immortal soul, since I refuse to become an accomplice to this devilry. Oh, yeah, okay, well, that explains that. Definitely,
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen.
Yo, I can only walk. I can't run.
You can but lower your head, fit only to smirk at her soiled feet.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
I'm assuming the stage. Oh, hello. Ugh, it's gonna be one of these. What? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Every time. I hate them. I hate those guys. And she's gonna be the one they come from, so that means they're all gonna be like that. Okay.
When you burn and die, she will rise and
Found her.
be queen again.
Anything good in here, or is this just a room? Well, this is a wasteful room. Old Doris Fletcher's diary. I saw her in the flesh, the witch from my childhood nightmares. The bitch that tortured me for years. I saw her and I shivered. Her voice, her face. I knew she was in that hospital. I knew she was sick, and I wanted to witness her suffering. I may have reinvented myself, becoming a famous actress, erased those wicked years from my memory. I can't forget I'm her daughter. When I saw her frail body in that small bed, suffering, sick, defeated, I had to hide my tears, for she was looking at me. She recognized me. She saw the hate in my eyes, and she smiled. My pale corpse of a mother, and the worst thing was I felt no satisfaction seeing her in so much pain. The worst was not to suddenly remember the beatings and the abuses. No, the worst was to recognize the hate I felt in my heart, and when she looked at me, for it was the same hate I saw in hers, for in the end, I can't escape being her daughter. We are the same, my mother and I. Alright, well. Assuming I'm gonna have to deal with some scowls when I jump down here. Not yet. Oh. Sometimes the lighting in this makes me think I'm looking at... Ooh. Oh, okay. So, still just gets me a little closer to the stage.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites.
Well, this is nice, but I don't really care. It's just make me think that I'm actually, like, finding her. Okay, that takes me downstairs. Does this lead me anywhere? That's locked. Okay. good on blood. Ill form blinker scowl. Great. Okay, she's not weak, or she's not, resistance. Nope. Okay. Oh, that takes me out. Darn. Please don't. Okay, no. We are good. I am curious, if I go up here, will I find more things, or is it just the steps upstairs? Okay, so that's, yeah. That's just steps to go upstairs. Okay.
It's locked, all right.
What do you mean it's locked? Well, how do I get to her then? Oh. Strong blood serum. No, that's not promising. I bet you have to go. Oh. I see. That goes into the theater. I need to go behind the theater, so coming down here is just for that exit and those items. Because I already found this back way. That makes more sense. Yeah, I'm probably have to fight her on a stage, aren't I? Alright, let's go for it.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more.
Ooh.
She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you. But I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish.
Okay, lovely. What is she? Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Get a few points off of you real quick. Oh, and she's got little friends. Great.
Touché, sir.
Oh my gosh, she is
My
not
children,
fun.
My beloved, die for the love of me.
Oh, don't keep on bringing them in here.
Your behold can bear the disgrace of she.
Ooh, crap. Okay.
Will she be the queen again
Noted,
once
noted,
they
noted.
all share her fate?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So much is happening.
Your hand is shaking.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is bad. This is bad. She's something vampire, but she's definitely doing me some damage.
I summon thee, my
I think this is one of those situations where I see why.
Name, spit, kill.
Oh. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Yep. Okay, so that tells me I need to go and save and do some upgrades. Because she is tough. Not too bad though. I can do it. It's just that I'm a little weak. Weapon-wise, I'm good. It's just everything else is a little weak. Alright, totally healed. I'm Mr. Volkod. Volkod, however you say it. Yeah, see the one that's like right here, though? Yes, this is the way I want to go, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Nice. Not complaining about any of that. I'm getting very strong then. Let's see if I can take these guys on now. Two Econs.
You're feeble!
Yeah, there we go.
So weak!
Yeah. I struggled a lot with them before, so that tells me I am getting much better. No complaints here. Let me pick up the item. Or is it because I've got another dude to deal with? Or maybe not. Oh, it's right there. It's like, why won't it let me jump? Oh, okay. Let you guys fight it out then. Why can't I jump? Usually I can get right over there. Why won't it? Do I need to like take out these guys up here first? What's going on here? Alright. If I have to, I'll go around the long way. Kinda looks like when I have to. That's fine. Actually, I have no idea how to find, what's his face. Oh, there he is. Never mind. Easy enough.
Good evening, sir. I'm glad to see you safe.
I am not safe. I should never have come back here. My life is in danger. I know it.
You're much safer here than in that contaminated area.
Bullets kill people quicker than diseases and epidemics, Dr. Reed.
Okay.
Do you need help, Mr. Grader?
Death by disease or by bullet? Do I really have to choose?
Well, I have nothing to stop the bullets, but this should make you feel better.
You have a strange sense of humor, Dr. Reed. But thanks anyway.
Okay,
What can you tell me about this district?
The East End Docks only knows one rule. Dog eat dog, and blood calls for blood. The gang will have their revenge on me one way or another.
What can you tell me about the locals?
Most people would say that Sean Hampton and Tom Watts are good men who try to sort things out. But for me, the real boss around there was my best friend, Jack Gillingham.
Jack Gillingham, you say?
Everyone round there knew Jack. He was a rock. A mountain, even. He feared nothing.
okay. And...
Your friend Jack has something to do with you fleeing to the contaminated area where I found you. I want to know more.
Jack is dead. That's all you need to know. Dead because of me. So much violence. So much sorrow. All of that because I refused to be insulted again.
You only ignited a war about to start. Take responsibility and stop hiding. Well,
No man can predict the exact outcome of his actions. It's the curse we have to live with. We can only gamble and do what we think is best.
Perhaps you're right. The district was doomed before I was born. But I cannot stop myself thinking that Jack died for me.
Why do you say that?
After I killed that gang member, the Wet Boot Boy suspected Jack. And being loyal and all, he did not refute the accusation.
The death of your friend has affected you deeply, hasn't it?
Jack Gillingham was the real deal. He believed we could change the world if we were united and focused enough. And he brought out the best in each of us.
You're right. He died to save you. That alone gives me an idea of the kind of man he was.
He was the bravest. And no one dares to say openly that he got killed by those bastards.
Your friend's plan was audacious, if not reckless. No one stands up by themselves to a gang like the Wet Boot Boys.
How dare you say that? You never met him.
You are not going to spend the rest of your life hiding, Rodney. What are you planning to do?
Honestly, I have no idea. How am I supposed to live while so many have suffered because of me?
Only you can answer that question. But one thing is certain. Since you owe Jack your life, I think it's fair to live it in a way that would make him proud.
That's the kind of thing Jack could have said, Dr. Reed. Thank you for that. I believe you're a good guy too.
Okay, so...
Goodbye, Mr. Grader.
I think I've
Take care.
unlocked everything with him now. Okay, yeah, you had fatigue.
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me that, Dr. Reed.
Show me what you have to offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
So... I'm kind of tempted to buy this back. Because she gave it to him. And that was... yeah. Ooh, I can buy... oh my gosh, ribbons cost a lot. Okay. Tiny common handle part. Oh, I needed to heal him, actually. And
Good
there was a
evening,
reason.
young man.
There's no need to call me that, Dr. Reed.
Young man, do you require medical attention?
I don't like asking for help, but I don't want to be one of those poor sods dying in the streets.
There's no shame in asking for help, especially when you are in desperate need of it. Here, take this. You should recover in no time.
Thank you, I suppose.
Goodbye.
I'm wondering if I can give that to Rodney that watch, since I was his friend.
Good evening, Mr.
And
Grader.
he clearly
Are you
cared
sure
about him.
nobody followed you here, Dr. Reed?
Yes, yes, yes. No, I was hoping I could
Goodbye,
give it
Mr.
to
Grader.
him.
Take care.
I keep on hearing knocking. It's really annoying, actually. Because I can't tell where it's coming from. Okay. Now... go down through here. Throckmorton is fine.
Vampire kills in utter silence.
And that one guy's back in there. I'm good. Don't think I want to deal with him. Was there anybody else over here? Nope, I need to go for Tom and Booth. Okay. Now, Tom, I feel like I've healed you of a cold like 3 times now. Stop getting sick.
He didn't deserve this.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Do you need any help?
It can't be good for business to see the bartender cough in your beer.
Indeed. It would be a shame to taint the delicate taste.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Reed. My customers and I, we all thank you.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Alrighty.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
I heard the rumors about Clay are true. Otherwise...
You again. What do you want?
Do you
I'm
need
gonna give you
medical help,
medication,
Yeah,
jerk.
I do. If you can throw in some drugs, I can find use for that too.
So you can sell them on the black market? Sorry. I'll only provide you with exactly what you need.
Fair enough, Dr. Reed. Don't cost me nothing to ask.
True enough. Okay.
Goodbye.
Still one thing I haven't unlocked with him.
Without the wet boots keeping things straight, these parts would be running completely amok.
Good evening.
You got anything
Miss
good for
Cox.
me to
Hello
buy?
again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
So, have I unlocked everything about... Yeah, I've talked to you about everything. Pretty
Can I
much.
see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Okay. Let's buy all the shotgun shells. And we'll leave it at that for the moment.
For now, everything seems under control, more or less.
Don't forget to keep an eye out for this garden.
It's not like let me jump. What the heck?
My guess is they're vengeance.
In the meantime, the boys are waiting for
Sometimes it does that though. Right here.
I hope the rumors about Clay are true.
And go over to the other one if I have to. Okay, that one's not going to let me go. That's annoying. You having some issues here, game?
I cannot enter.
Bet you I can only go in there if I, kill somebody. I guess whoever owns that place, but I'm not sure who it would be. Alright, we're going to take our sneaky little way through here. There we go. So, I can make some of these. May not be a bad idea. Got lots of money now, so... Yeah. Okay. Let's make 140, 60, 100. Let's make 2 of these. And I think I have now maxed that out. I wonder... how high this one would get. Pretty high. So, 220 damage. Yeah, probably get me pretty high up there. It may be a good idea to look into. Let's actually try. Let's just work on upgrading it. Okay, so we'll absorb blood. And add 3 stun points when the weapon hits. Ooh, that's not bad. Increase damage by... Okay, so I just need 6 more good handle parts, which I can buy, probably. And that'll put it up to 242, and that will make that one actually less good at that point, so not a bad idea to get those. Okay. Let's go ahead and sleep and do some upgrading. Nice. Okay. Let's do... let's increase our health. And stamina. Let's... yes. Yeah. And I guess I could go ahead and grab this. Alright, perfect. Well, I think that'll do it. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I think next time we'll probably be able to beat Doris, hopefully. I can also go talk to Edgar Swansea, see what he's got to say, and maybe do some healing, and then we'll also, I think maybe whenever I defeat Doris, that should be the boss for Chapter 4, I'd imagine. Not sure, though. But, alright. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for everybody who stopped by, especially Ben, my boyfriend, and everything, and I will see you guys later. Bye!